Chelsea's immaturity showed again. And Enzo Maresca, you take the major part of the blame for what happened today. You overreacted to that red card. You panicked. I'm sorry, but 20 minutes after getting a red card against Manchester United in 2025 under Ruben Amorim, you can still do something. No disrespect to Man U, but I don't even think they looked unbeatable in this game. As much as they won, I don't think Chelsea was even like to the way that Man United defeated them, destroyed them. No. Yes, Sanchez made a bad mistake. In that kind of situation, just let him score and try and fight and win the game. But because of a red card, you took off Neto, you took off Esteval, you took off Palmer. They say Palmer was injured. I don't know about that. But Neto and Esteval, take off Esteval or take off Neto and keep attacking. Something will happen. A period in the game will come where you can win the game. On the training ground, I'm sure people work on playing with 10 men. Yes. Teams do this. They play with 10 men on purpose to test how they will fare if their team gets a red card. A red card is a possibility, especially in a big game. So Enzo Maresca takes the major part of the blame. His immaturity in the last 3 games has shown. And the entire Chelsea squad has shown that this is a big learning curve for them. As I said, this is the youngest squad to qualify for the Champions League. He's a young manager too. This is his first major job. So I know this kind of mistakes will happen. He has never coached a Champions League team. He was, and winning that Club World Cup, in a way, might have caused a mental imbalance. Because he might think his squad is better than they actually are. That is the reason why he thought he could rest players for Brentford and go and try and win at Bayern Munich Allianz Arena away from home against the biggest team in Germany. Now in Man United, those players are still 100% fit. And he panicked again by showing that immaturity. Taking off 3 attackers. You do not do that. You don't know what can happen in the future. You did not know that Casemiro will get a red card. And even after that, in second half, Garnacho is a player that wants to make a point. He wants to prove a point. Why bring on Tyreek George instead of him? Bring on Garnacho. Let him go there and fight. You then brought on Malo Gusto again. For what? I'm telling you, I've seen Arne Slot when we went down to 10 men. God bless Jota's soul. He brought off Jota from the bench. He still tried to go and win that game. We're down, we're behind, and we got a draw with 10 men. That is how it is. You have to be bold. You have to be brave. What is the worst that can happen? You will lose more. That is the worst that can happen. But that's the worst that can happen. There is no point after 20 minutes of just playing football to say you have given up on a football match. That is absolutely wrong. That is where the inexperience comes in. And I'm telling you, Chelsea fans, I believe that you see more and more of this because your squad is still a learning squad. This kind of mistakes will be made. The quality showed that you guys can equalize. If you had gotten Reece James into that position more, I'm telling you guys would have scored. Who knows, for that last chance, if Reece James could have gotten a cross away, Chelsea would have probably scored. Because when they started attacking, the Man United defense was open. I don't still believe in Ruben Amorim's structure. A manager that Man United is winning a game against 10 men, you are still doing for three at the back for what? Who are you defending against? Who is attacking you? Are you not the one that's supposed to? I thought what Amorim would do immediately. I know he did it for second half, but that was because he got a red card. I thought what he would do immediately is bring on another midfielder, dominate that midfield. Because that's the main place Chelsea was playing their football. Dominate that midfield. But he didn't do that. And then Maresca did not capitalize on this. And it circles down to one word. Immaturity. Inexperience. This Chelsea squad, I believe, is something that is good, that is cooking. But it's not yet quite ready. The food is not yet ready. And as I said, that Club World Cup, the mental imbalance that has caused for the squad, the players, the fans, and the manager also, might be very bad. Because the expectations for Chelsea are actually higher than how good they might be. As much as I blame Enzo Maresca, there are some other players you blame. These centre-backs for Chelsea, my goodness. These are mid-table centre-backs at best. Like, at their highest part of their career, they are mid-table centre-backs. I do not believe they deserve to play for Chelsea. I'm sorry to say. They have not represented Chelsea well at all in the last 3 games. And this was a problem coming to this season. I don't want to sound like a broken radio. But then, it was there in the summer. Cole will even tore his ACL before the match. Before the season started. Transfer window was still open. Go and make some recruitments in centre back. I said it that when Chelsea won that Champions League, who was one main player there? Thiago Silva. He was there for the leadership, controlling that back line. He was there for them. Who is leading the back line now? Who can talk to you and say, you go there, you go there? Who can do that? There's no one in the Chelsea squad that can do that currently. So these are the big issues. This centre back, this back line is not it at all for Chelsea. It needs to be improved upon. Chelsea has to do something in January. I blame Enzo Maresca for this, but I still blame, Sanchez. This is the inexperience I'm speaking about. Why Sanchez's case, it will even pay me small because Chelsea fans, before the season started, there was a period where there was rumors of Donnarumma coming to your club. And I said Donnarumma will change Chelsea. I believe he'll take you guys to another level because he can bring that leadership that is lacking. Donnarumma steps into this Chelsea squad. He steps in as a European champion. Yes, both for club and country. As a player that's done it at the highest level, so his experience, he can speak to these players. That's what I said. Chelsea fans told me that they are happy with Sanchez. That is not an upgrade on Sanchez. That was the English I was hearing. Donnarumma is not an upgrade on Sanchez. He has gone to Man City now. Man City have kept 2 clean sheets in 2 games. Playing Man United and Napoli in the Champions League. Is he still not an upgrade? What did Sanchez even do that Jorgensen didn't do when he came off the bench? Look, Sanchez might still be your best goalkeeper, but it was just a moment of... See, that is the difference between experience and inexperience. Just that one moment. An experienced goalkeeper would have thought, just that nanosecond, that's Kai, let me just leave this player to go through. That's all he would have done. He will score and will keep going. Nobody would have blamed Sanchez for that goal because it was not his fault. It was the centre backs. Who even went and lost aerial duel to Sesko? Many people will come for Sanchez this night, but those mid-table centre backs that went and lost an aerial duel to Sesko caused this problem first. And the centre backs have been too bad. So if that goal was scored eventually, who would have blamed Robert Sanchez? Nobody really. But he didn't think of that. He just acted, the heat of the moment. And that's how Man United lost that. Chelsea lost that game. Man United got a red card and Chelsea started putting the pressure. 10v10, Chelsea was actually putting pressure. But then you look at their squad as at that time. It had Andre Santos. It had Barry George, Adebayo. They had 3 defenders on the pitch. 2 fullbacks, about two midfielders or 3 midfielders, and just 1 attacker, which was João Pedro. How is it possible? How was that win going to happen? There was no way for it to happen. So, Enzo Maresca, you have to just look at your next game as a must-win. I think your next game should be in the League Cup against Lincoln. Yes, so if you win the League Cup against Lincoln, so you have to win that. I think the boys will play down. But your next game at Brighton at home, Brighton is a tough team. Brighton is a stubborn team. They held Tottenham to a draw today. I understand that, yes, Chelsea will be Tottenham. But then, Enzo Maresca, go with your best team. Go and give it your all. Hopefully, Palmer is not too injured. Let's see the news on Cole Palmer. But then, you have to learn from your mistakes. It's a learning curve, and I believe you might be a manager that will be at Chelsea for many years. And this kind of mistakes, you just... As a Chelsea fan, it will pain you because you are more emotional about it. But for me, as an analyst, looking at where Chelsea was last season to where Enzo Maresca has brought them, the club is at a better place. The club is at a place now where they expect them to win week in, week out. The club is at a place where it gets to play Champions League football again. The club is at a place where they can be called world champions after beating the best team in the world. Unanimously agreed. PSG. the club is at a place now where they have completed the European set. So he has done a lot for the club. And this one thing will not destroy what he has done. But then, Enzo Maresca, learn. Chelsea players, learn. Even Rich James made a mistake today. I know he gave an assist eventually, but that second goal that Manchester United scored, I'll really blame Rich James for it because he could have done better with the clearance. He could have definitely done better. So it was just a case of massive inexperience from Enzo Maresca. That is why they have lost 2 of their 3 games. I don't think that they might have beat Bayern Munich no matter what, because Bayern Munich is just, there's no shame in losing to Bayern Munich, especially away from home. There's no shame at all. This is the best team in England with some of the best players in the world. But then, the Brentford game and United game, especially that Brentford game, now that one go the pain Chelsea fans pass, I'm telling you. Because when you don't win a game where you can easily win, it's more painful than losing a game where the chance of you winning was small. Because at Old Trafford, what are the odds of winning there? Since 2013, it has not been done. So, Enzo Maresca, learn from your mistakes and move forward. You are a good manager, and I believe you can improve Chelsea. But I think the Chelsea board has to help Enzo Maresca. I think they have to look at a goalkeeper soon. But in the nearest future, this back line, especially the centre backs, they have to be worked on. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, do give it a like, subscribe, and share. Let me know your thoughts about what happened in the video. No, what I said in the video. If you watch this video up to this point, write done. No, not done. Done is too bad. Write there. 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 So that those that did not finish the video will be confused. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really appreciate you guys. Adicast takes it out. Peace out.